Jesus Christ.
You are once again welcome to Inima Biafra Treasury of Excellent Knowledge. I am your servant evangelist, Inima Kalu. Today is Monday, the 21st of this month of March 2021. 2022. Today is Monday, the 21st day of this month of March 2022. So I want to address an issue. It is the issue of insolence generated from Biafra IDUU controversy. Nelly Oforegbu versus Raphael Ajaero. Raphael Chiamaka Ajaero versus Nelly Oforegbu. I want to address issue of insult between these two entities in the Biafra struggle. We know quite well that all of us are regarded to be IPOB one family all over the world. And since the extra rendition of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, our leader, we began to witness some, and not only just some, many unnecessary and distracting corruption going on in IPOB and in the Biafra struggle. It is also a fact that many of the DOS members are involved into the criminality going on in IPOB, and it becomes a worrisome and a troublesome matter, worrying the Biafra struggle and worrying all of us individually and collectively. Now, I want to talk about a new development regarding the IDUism as projected by Nelly and Wasofia, and countermeasures to IDUism and to Nelly Oforegbu and Wasofia and the rest of them championing the IDUism. The reason I want to make this brief broadcast is just a particular person that is involved into this matter this time around. And this is a man that I respect so much, and by name, Pastor Emeka Livingstone. And I have not made mention of his name in this way. I have not made mention of his name in this way, and I have not come to insult him, neither to attack him, nor to attack or insult anybody in this video. But as all of you know, my special mandate in the Biafra struggle is to build up IPOB from inside. That is my priority in this Biafra struggle, building up IPOB right from inside. And I happen to be one of the elder statesmen in this struggle. So I will not keep quiet and see things going wrong and things like this. And when people that I respect are involved into such an issue, and that is the reason I have come to address it. Some other people may say the same thing that Pastor Emeka Livingstone has just said. I will ignore them. But it is because of him, his personality, and how effective his word may be. Because I know that people listen to him because of his self-respect, intelligence, and understanding. So I came across a video he made yesterday, and that video is all about addressing many errors going on in IPOB, of which some of us have formed our own faction of IPOB known as Autopilot. And in the Autopilot, other people emerge, known as the IDUU, the IDUists, championed by Nelly Oforegbu and Owasophia, endorsed by Simon Ekpa. As the case is now, Simon Ekpa endorses Biafra and IDUU at the same time, while Nelly does not endorse Biafra, but endorses only IDUU. Owasophia endorsing only IDUU. Myself endorsing only Biafra and not endorsing IDUU. Pastor Emeka Livingstone endorsing only Biafra and not endorsing IDUU. Raphael Chiamaka Ajaero endorsing only Biafra and not endorsing IDUU. But it happened that Simon Ekpa knows quite well that Nelly has rejected Biafra and endorses only in IDUU. And Simon Ekpa permits Nelly to be campaigning the IDUism through his platform. As a matter of this, some of us who are the members of the Autopilot stand in opposition to Simon Ekpa. Most especially, even we regard Nelly to be lesser important to Simon Ekpa. Because why should Nelly endorse IDUU and condemn Biafra? Why and Simon Ekpa permit such a person to be proclaiming IDUU through his platform? So when such a thing happens, we begin to even speculate that perhaps the Radio Biafra and Simon Ekpa belongs to Nelly and all of the people campaigning for the IDUU, because it takes no, it doesn't cost Simon Ekpa so much to just say no to IDUU and concentrate on Biafra. For Simon Ekpa to combine Biafra and IDUU, something must be fishing out that we do not know. And I will bank upon this to say, when Simon Ekpa say what we don't know is bigger than us, I begin to believe that there is a secret, or there are secrets between Simon Ekpa, Nelly Oforegbu, and the rest of them campaigning the IDUU, that many of the autopiloters and all of the political solutionists of IPOB do not know. Why Simon Ekpa regarded to be bigger than us. So that thing we do not know that are bigger than us may be sabotage, sabotaging secrecies between Simon Ekpa and the rest of them campaigning for IDUU, while still um, uh, collaborating with the Biafra apologists like Simon Ekpa. So everybody should make his stand known to the public, to Biafrans at large, so that when we want to address anybody or any people, we know how to shape our mouth to address such a person or such a people. Then the real emphasis of this program is addressing Pastor Emeka Livingstone's comments or his own address regarding the issue of insulting each other because of IDUU and Biafra. Why am I saying so? Pastor Emeka Livingstone has come yesterday through his broadcast for addressing errors going on in IPOB and the Biafra struggle, blamed Chiamaka Ajaero Raphael for insulting Nelly Oforegbu, being so insultive to Nelly Oforegbu. I want people to understand me quite all right and do not misunderstand me and misinterpret me. I am not here to encourage neither Chiamaka Ajaero or anybody for insulting Nelly Oforegbu. No, that is not what I am here to do. I am not here also to play game of sentiment by blaming one offender or some offenders while exonerating other offenders or the other offender. So this is now an issue between Nelly Oforegbu and Raphael Chiamaka Ajaero regarding insults. Pastor Emeka Livingstone has come to blame Raphael for being insolent towards Nelly Oforegbu, but he fails to blame Nelly Oforegbu for being insolent to Raphael Chiamaka Ajaero. And beyond that, Nelly Oforegbu had insulted me, had insulted all of the autopiloters of IPOB, had insulted all of the political solutionists of IPOB, had insulted all of the people, both the current and the expelled IPOB previously. Nelly Oforegbu had insulted all of us. In fact, Nelly Oforegbu had insulted both recent and the past Biafrans, all of the Biafrans who have died and the Biafrans who are living today. Nelly Oforegbu had insulted all of us by saying that the name Biafra is a fraud. It is a concocted name to be destroying our people. Biafra means death. Biafra is a cause. Talking trash and every sort of insolence against Biafra and against all of us who believe in Biafra. So, according to Pastor Emeka Livingstone, he says that Raphael Chiamaka should have engaged Nelly Oforegbu with superior argument to counter the IDUUism. So the same thing goes to Nelly Oforegbu. Nelly Oforegbu should have engaged us with superior argument to counter Biafra. Nelly failed to do so. Rather, she only turned out to begin to insult the name Biafra and insult all Biafrans who believe in Biafra. Pastor Emeka Livingstone had not just blamed Nelly Oforegbu in this particular video he had made regarding this, regarding her insolence toward Biafrans and toward Raphael Chiamaka Ajaero. Rather, he blames Raphael Chiamaka Ajaero for insulting Nelly. So I understand it to be a sentiment, a nepotism, and a sort of hypocrisy. So what I am doing here is balancing the blame, balancing the judgment, and balancing the contention. I am not here to encourage Chiamaka for insulting Nelly Oforegbu, but I will not also blame him if this matter like this has not arisen. If this matter like this has not arisen. And the reason I will not blame him is because he never started the insult. Rather, Nelly started the insult. Also, it is not good that whenever we want to engage into solving problems, we just begin to dampen upon the problems and talk about the problems. That is the reason why many people try to solve problems. They create more problems rather than solving the problem on ground, because they fail to do the right thing. They fail to apply the right solution. And that is one of the thing Pastor Emeka Livingstone has just exhibited in his judgment and the blame to Raphael Ajaero. The problem should be solved from its source. And the source of the problem is Nelly Oforegbu. Nelly Oforegbu and the campaign for IDUU. Also, I understand Pastor Emeka Livingstone for stating categorically that this is a wrong timing for the projection and the campaign of the IDUUism. This is a wrong time. That is a wonderful word of wisdom he has just stated. And I have said such a thing in the program I had together with Raphael Ajaero and Achebe Paul and some other people, Elvis, in the program I had with them last week. I just stated exactly what Pastor Emeka has just repeated. They may be right, doing the right thing, but at the wrong time, because they should have waited until Mazi Nnamdi Kanu comes out. They will present the issue of IDUU to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, because we all together, we follow Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and not any other person. Every other person in this Biafra struggle is a follower of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So none of our co-followers should one day rise up and begin to project any other thing beside what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has handed over to us to manage until he comes back. So I also therefore want to advise Pastor Emeka Livingstone to go and tell Nelly to stop insulting Biafrans in the guise of projecting and campaigning for IDUU. Because if not Raphael Ajaero, other people will continue to counter her insult. I mean, insulting her back, giving her insult in return to the insult she has been given to we, the Biafrans, in different ways, under the guise of projecting and campaigning for IDUU. She wants to compel us to adopt IDUU. Who is Nelly to do so? She cannot even convince all of the autopilot members to endorse that IDUU. It is only few people, including Simon Ekpa, who is playing a psychophancy, because Pastor Emeka in the video said we Biafrans should not distract Simon Ekpa, that we should leave him alone to concentrate on the work he is doing. Simon Ekpa is distracting himself and not we. Simon Ekpa distracts himself by allowing or permitting or offering his platform to be used to be campaigning for IDUU. Any platform in which IDUUism is campaigned is like a sabotaging platform to Biafrans, and most especially to we, the autopilot of Biafra. And this has raised a much more suspect towards Simon Ekpa and all of the people campaigning for the IDUUism. Simon Ekpa should just tell the IDUUists to create their separate platform, or they may be using Nsima platform or Owasofia's platform, or any other platform. But that Simon Ekpa's platform is too special. It is a unique platform to Biafrans, and most especially to we, the autopiloters of Biafra. If I offer my platform for the campaign of IDUU, people may not even regard it. They may not even regard it. But hence it is Simon Ekpa, it becomes a problem, because this is someone many Biafrans are looking up to, relying upon, even those who have been disappointed by the DOS of IPOB and all of the political solutionists like myself. The reason we decide to join Autopilot is because we believe that Simon Ekpa is the person doing the right thing. Until Simon Ekpa endorsed IDUU and insisted to continue working with Nelly and announcing that he will always offer his platform for the campaign of the IDUism by Nelly and co. That is where the whole blame and the whole contention rise more and more against Simon Ekpa. And I promise Pastor Emeka Livingstone that that distraction towards Simon Ekpa will never stop until Simon Ekpa make known his stand clearly, because now he is still playing double standard by offering his platform for IDUU campaign while claiming he is campaigning for Biafra. And the champions of IDUU had condemned Biafra, while Simon Ekpa offered his own platform for the campaign of IDUU. It is a sabotage. It is a sabotage. It is a sycophancy. And as a result, we speculate that there is a hidden secret and there are still ulterior agendas, not only just an agenda, ulterior agendas between Simon Ekpa and the champions of IDUU. So I will reset the camera now to face back and to play the video of Pastor Emeka Livingstone, who so that who will confirm exactly what I've said. And in the video he made yesterday, what I've said is recorded between his 31st minute to his 35th minute, thereabout. I will play it, then I will round up with this little brief program.
Are thieves. Thieves are the ones that first throw stones against thieves. I don't know if you're married. Because if you're married, you will not speak that against a man's wife. How much more the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, whom we all follow, our leader, Onyendu, you have shown gross disrespect for Onyendu, gross disrespect to the Biafran people, gross disrespect to marriage institution. If no woman is telling you that, I am telling you, Wasofia, you are wrong. You have to apologize and stop your careless comments. We are all working for Biafra. Nobody's above the law. Now, that apart. I want to advise my friend, Ajaero. I have a lot of respect for him because he's somebody, if you look at him, he wants to stand for the truth. He's focused on Biafra. So if they break his head when they hear certain things by the corner, kepu kepu, if they vex him, I can see that. I'm saying is, please, if you want to counter the IDUU issue, come up with a superior argument. Don't go about abusing Nelly on Facebook. It's not in the public. It's not the best approach to it. Because most of the information you and I got today came courtesy of Nelly. I am not saying that I am backing her to say let's replace Biafra with IDUU. No, I'm not saying so. What I'm saying is you don't come out and begin to insult Nelly in the public. She's the director of Access and Recovery of IPOP, and she has done her job very well. We make mistakes. She may be going beyond her job purview or something. I don't know. But what I'm saying is that you can correct her by a superior argument, which Biafrans will say, or more still, you can ignore her. Because I heard the last platform, this thing that Simon Epa had, I didn't watch it. I'm yet to watch it. Only one person raised up the issue, and the Biafrans just ignored that person. You see, they are using wisdom. They don't want to talk about it. Biafrans are focused. They are Biafrans. So when instead of the issue will bring problem, they'll just when you finish talking, they will not talk to you. So to come out and begin to being abusive, it's not too good. It's not good. It's not good at all, because out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. Whatever goes on inside somebody's mind comes out in his mouth. So if you begin to abuse people, it shows that there is tension inside. There should be an ability to scale down on anger and then address an issue with a better argument. Yes, thank you, Princess AG. She said, bringing MNK's wife into Biafran restoration negatively is very disrespectful. I wonder how these people are brought up. People should be empathic. Yes. Coming from women, very disappointing. Yes. Wasofia needs to... No, don't say she should be expelled from... Wasofia should be expelled from IPOP. This, I think, Kenny's really afraid. No. What we're saying is that unless she refuses to apologize, because she has insulted Onyendu, insulted his marriage, insulted the Biafran people, all of us. If my wife is living in sin, she's having another man, come and tell me.
Biafrans, the same way Owasofia had insulted Biafrans, insulted Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, is no different from the way Nelly Oforegbu had insulted Biafrans, insulted Biafra herself, and insulted Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, by projecting the IDUU. So, and Pastor Emeka is suggesting or projecting that Nelly had done some marvelous works. For that reason, if anybody wants to correct her, the person should engage with her with superior argument or superior reasons. The same thing is applicable to Nelly. All of us have been doing marvelous works. And yeah, it is true that Owasofia is one of the people who have completely deviated at the moment. Owasofia had done some other marvelous works before the beginning of Nelly in the Biafra struggle. Myself have done too many wonderful works, greater works, and very fantastic and wonderful silent labors that I have invested in this Biafra struggle, of which that are not acknowledged, but they are still powerful, they are effective, and they will remain effective permanently, because that is what God has called me to do. Should that mean that if I insult Biafrans or insult people, then people will begin to consider my good works, to begin to engage me with superior arguments before they will react? If they do that, okay, but it shouldn't be something we should state or we should design It is not something we should design just for to favor some people. And this is what Pastor Emeka is trying to do toward Nelly Oforegbu. And that is very, very wrong. If Nelly Oforegbu should be engaged with superior arguments, considering her good works, every other person should be engaged with superior arguments, considering the person's good work. In this case, Pastor Emeka Livingstone is just repeating what he is blaming Raphael Ajaero toward Uwa. Pastor Emeka should have engaged Uwa with superior arguments. I am not saying that what Uwa has said is good. No, I have made brief videos regarding that particular audio in which Uwa said so. I have made variety of videos yesterday, even up to 7 or 8 videos, and I came to make a longer one which I analyzed in detail concerning Uwa. So I have condemned it also. I condemned it via media, social media. I made the video through this YouTube as I'm doing it right now. So if I will subscribe into the idea of engaging Nelly Oforegbu with superior argument rather than beginning to counter her through social media, so that means I would have first engaged Uwa with superior argument privately rather than coming to social media, and that is the same thing Pastor Emeka should have done. So if Pastor Emeka blames Raphael Chiamaka Ajaero for coming to social media to counter Nelly Oforegbu, I will also blame Pastor Emeka for coming to social media to blame Uwa Sophia. You know, my own is just about balancing the equation without sentiment, without hypocrisy, without nepotism, without consideration, without favor, without preferential treatment to anybody. That is what this broadcasting channel stands for. This is BIAFRA Treasury of Excellent Knowledge, formerly known as Collins Inyima Treasury of Excellent Knowledge. This is where we speak the excellent truth, and we make the excellent truth to prevail, and we stand to defend that excellent truth, to give the people the real excellent knowledge, what they should know properly, and taking people to the excellent level of reasoning. Pastor Emeka has faulted for what he blames Raphael Chukwuemeka Ajaero for. I do not encourage the insult. So I do not encourage you to keep insulting our people, our leader, our leader's wife, even to the extent of insulting our internal leader, late Chukwuemeka Odumegwu Ojukwu, who called her a killer in one of the in one of the comments she made in the broadcast she made the day before yesterday, being Saturday. So that is what I have come to address. We should learn how to balance judgment, balance our blame, balance our addresses to people regarding any matter. And it shouldn't be wise that we blame others for the same thing we fall short of. And this is what Pastor Emeka has just displayed. He is a man that I respect so much, but I will not allow injustice, sentiment, and nepotism to prevail in the favor or against anybody in the Biafra struggle. So that is my main work, to build a means to building IPOB, all of the Biafra apologists and all lovers of freedom and to integrity of humanity, for record keeping and for the present and the subsequent generations of Biafrans and humanity at large. So the program will be coming to an end now. Let me see if he has some other thing to say regarding the issue.
Now, if you have access to me. If you cannot, keep quiet. If you go out and blow it in the public domain, I don't like it. Because you ridicule my marriage. You are telling me that I made a mistake in marrying this woman. I did not pray well, I didn't think well. Why don't you allow me handle it? Tell me personally, or keep quiet. Than going out to ridicule her. Because somebody can sin against God now, and you are condemning him that this person has committed adultery. As you are living, the person kneels down and says, God, forgive me, sinner. And the Lord forgives that person. But you went about condemning that person. How can you condemn a man that God has justified? Because the person confessed. He said that if you should confess your sin, he's faithful and just to forgive you and to cleanse you from all unrighteousness. So, it is not, in fact, I'm very, very angry. Never you in your whole life make mention of Martin Abekano's wife again. And I demand an apology from you. Anybody that is speaking against that is evil. Leave her alone. Respect our Onyendu. Respect our leader. Respect Biafra. Respect God above all who ordained the marriage institution. Amen. Sorry, I'm angry. I'm a little bit upset, and it shouldn't be that way. Okay, let's look at this man. What they call him? People who are advocating for political solution. We all know that there can be no political solution in Nigeria. We all know that.
So the next thing he wants to say is not part of this particular program. So the program has just come to an end. I've just narrated it, addressed it, and balanced the equation. I remain your servant, Evangelist Inimakalo, until we meet again. So those that are present, I have your presence in high regard. Your names had not appeared on the screen. You know, I am not expert. I am just a beginner in the live broadcast via YouTube, and this is StreamYard. I don't know the way their system function in all aspects. So bear with me for not mentioning your names, but I have you in high regard until we meet again. Bye for now.